in Rochester, New York, Olivia Holly is finishing high school and excited about college. Yet she and her mother, Lorraine, are still talking about a day back in 8th grade when a female teacher, under the pretense of a medical exam, told every student in the girls' gym class to do something they found shocking.
She told us all to remove our shirts and our bras.
Right there in the class?
Right there in the class. Told us all to remove it.
And what did you think?
It was something unnormal about it. It was something just extraordinarily, out of the ordinary.
I called the school. Like any parent would, I was enraged.
Turns out, keeping them honest, people around Rochester have been outraged over teacher Valerie Yarn for years. Court records indicate she's been repeatedly accused of inappropriately touching female co-workers, of sending sexually suggestive cards, letters, and emails, telling one colleague she was smooth like ice cream, and suggesting she, Yarn, knew a million ways to please a woman. And even after being told to stop by the women and supervisors, even ordered to stop by a court, Yarn was accused by a colleague of persistently calling to play sexually suggestive music over the phone. Court records show she's been cited for skipping work, showing up late, not having a lesson plan, and giving failing grades to some students for no reason. So why, after all of that, is she still employed by the Rochester school system? The school board would not comment because Valerie Yarn's status is the subject of an ongoing court case. Officials have been trying to fire her since 2009.
This tenured teacher disciplinary process is broken.
Jay Warona, who represents the state school boards, says the teachers union and its lawyers too often put the protection of teachers, even bad ones, above the needs of taxpayers and students.
What's happened here in New York is we've taken that right that the Supreme Court has interpreted to be embedded in the 14th Amendment, the Due Process Clause, and we've raised it by about 1,000.
While people on all sides of this dispute admit it is unusual, the State Association of School Boards insists trying to fire even a single tenured teacher is daunting. On average, the legal wrangling takes close to a year and a half, and it can cost $280,000. Is that reasonable?
No, it's not reasonable, and no reasonable person would say it's reasonable.
Adam Urbanski is with the teachers union, and while he admits some cases can get out of hand, he challenges the notion that tenure and all it entails just protects bad teachers.
That's a cop-out. For somebody to say it's because of tenure, that's a cop-out. Teachers in Rochester know, and we're very proud of the fact that they know, that the union is not a place to hide, that you won't get any more empathy from the union president than you would from the superintendent.
Then how can a case like this go on and on and on?
Because here you have the right to due process. As a citizen, you have the right to have your day in court.
Valerie Yarn has certainly had her day over and over again for the past 5 years. An arbitrator ordered the school district to suspend her for a year without pay, though it is still on the hook for her health insurance. And under this ruling, Yarn could possibly return to the classroom after her suspension if she passes a psychiatric evaluation. Our attempts to reach Yarn directly or through her union lawyer proved unsuccessful, so we don't know what she might have to say about all these accusations. But we know what the Holly family thinks 5 years after that incident with Olivia. If anybody had told you back then that this thing would still be lingering on,
I wouldn't believe them.
I told them they got to be out their mind.
New York State offers tenure to teachers after 3 years in the classroom, and the union insists it weeds out a lot of bad teachers early on, but admits the process must be streamlined when it comes to troubled, tenured teachers.
We don't want to see them any more than anyone, any parent or grandparent whose children we serve.
That has to be changed.
That has to be changed.
On that, Lorraine Holly agrees.
A tenure is supposed to mean that you're protecting somebody's job, but who's protecting the students?
Tom Foreman, CNN, Rochester.